I was thinking, I haven't done anything. Why have they taken me? Mullah said, we know what to do with you. We will beat you so much, you will never forget ever.
Masood Ahmad is safe for now. In November, he was arrested and persecuted in Pakistan for his religious beliefs. He's escaped to Britain and is now living in Glasgow. But even here, he's not accepted by many Muslims. Masood was jailed in Pakistan for reading a verse from the Quran. His crime was posing to be a Muslim and violating the country's infamous blasphemy laws.
These are the certificates when I came to London. I started my education, and I studied in the 60s and 70s.
Masood is part of the Ahmadiyya community, a religious sect deemed non-Muslim by the Pakistani government. Educated in Britain, he'd worked as a homeopath in Lahore for the past 32 years. A few months ago, he was tricked into publicly expressing his beliefs by a young man posing as a patient.
He asked me some medical advice. I wrote some whatever was needed, and after that he pushed me into the religious questions. I took the Quran out and said, let's see what the Quran says. And I just quoted a little bit and translated it into Urdu. And then the police came in and he grabbed me from the neck and took me straight to the police station. I never knew at that time what has happened.
This secret recording could have an Ahmadi like Masood jailed for up to 3 years. Members of the community are considered outside the fold of Islam by many Muslims because of their belief in a subservient prophet after Muhammad. Masood believes he was targeted.
I think it was planned many months ago. It wasn't all of a sudden, because there was a black mark on my car and a black mark on my shop, and at that time I thought they are going to do something, and they did.
To avoid reprisals from other prisoners, those arrested on blasphemy charges are locked up together. Masood spent 65 days in jail along with 2 other Ahmadis while he was awaiting trial.
It was a small cell, 8 feet by about 12 feet, and there was within toilet, everything. We had to sleep on the floor. We had our own blankets. When you are mentally strong, you can bear anything.
What's everyday life in Pakistan like for Ahmadis?
Well, after 1984, which is part of the constitution, every Ahmadi is always in danger. Even if he's walking in the street, he can be prosecuted and sent to prison, even if he looks like a Muslim. Actually, any Ahmadi can be sent to prison, can be murdered anytime, and nobody will ask, why did you do that? Because he is a second class, or rather third class citizen.
Masood's family in Glasgow are now taking care of him, including his 20-year-old granddaughter Madiha. She's angry, but puts her faith in God that those behind her grandfather's arrest will be punished.
They are going to pay for this, of course they are, because they're just doing bad to people who have done nothing to them, you know. They do so many things to us, but we have never said one of hatred to them.
Our motto is love for all, hatred for none. So whether it's a mullah or anyone else, we don't hate anyone.
Yeah.
And she didn't know that how tough I am. That is the reason she was worried. She's my favorite granddaughter.
After suffering rejection and persecution at the hands of Pakistan, Masood holds little hope of ever returning to the place he calls his motherland.
I have a freedom here which is very essential. I love my country, but I can't go back. If I go back, I will be in prison or murdered. So I have no choice actually, except to live in Britain and feel and enjoy the freedom.